Hey everyone, my name is Jessica Hartman and my topic is on managing groups. So when you're managing groups, the number one important thing to do for you as a teacher is to show and teach your students the proper skills that are needed to work effectively in their groups. So these skills will include social, explanatory, and leadership skills. So students need to know how to listen to everyone without interrupting them, and also know how to give support to their peers. And in Danielson's domain 2, which is the classroom environment, it talks about student interactions with other students and how they need to care for and listen to and respect one another. And then students also need to have good explanatory skills in order to describe the assignments or goals. So showing them how to have good leadership skills lets the group stay on task and complete the goal. Some strategies for creating cooperative groups would include your room arrangement, the procedures and routines, and also how your groups are formed. So if you're planning on using groups a lot throughout the school year and doing a lot of group work, it's important to set up your desks in groups rather than individually, and this will just prevent too much movement and possibly having any conflicts. And then they also need to be taught the correct procedures and routines. So this could be letting them know what type of noise level is allowed. So you need to let them know if they just need to work at a whisper or just how loud you would want it to be. And then when it comes to forming groups, it's important to include a range of achievement within the groups. So include like different academic levels in each group. And then you need to know your students and put them in a group that would not result in any personality conflicts. And you want them to be in a group that would allow each of them to excel. When monitoring your groups, it's important to always be up and walking around and watching all the groups. And a technique that you can use is to carry around a clipboard that has a paper with all of your students' names and enough space to write comments about their performances and their behaviors. When working in the groups, there's always the possibility of having a conflict or needing an intervention. So conflicts can be addressed either through the groups or individually, just depending on what the problem is. And you can also hold conferences in order to get your groups back on track and working together. In Danielson's domain 2, which is a classroom environment, it talks about groups needing to be engaged in their work and responsible for being productive. I hope that this information and tips help you when you manage your student groups as a teacher.